What's up, Royals? Welcome to Tonitra's Garden. In today's video, I'm going to be sowing some more seeds for fall. I have a couple more seeds that I need to get under grow lights as soon as I can. So that's what we're going to do today. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So it's been like 100 degrees outside by like 10 o'clock here in San Antonio, Texas, zone 8B. So it's been a little hard for me to get out here early enough because it's just warming up so quickly. We're gonna sow some seeds, rain or shine. So let me show you what I'm going to sow. This is kind of different from my usual videos. I'm just doing like music and sped up and cleaning, and it's more like therapeutic. But I think sometimes it's good to just have a regular talk through video with little editing so that you can understand what's going on and what I'm doing. And I don't have to do so much editing. I could just kind of talk to you like a friend. So this is what we're doing today, just a regular old school video. Let me know if y'all like these kinds of videos, and I'll do more of them. I think I'm gonna start doing more of this type of content because I don't have a lot of time to edit because I have twins and a 4-year-old, so I'm pretty busy. But let me show you which flowers and vegetables I'm sowing. So I'm gonna sow some Texas Grano onions today. We're gonna do that together. I'm gonna sow some black-eyed Susan. I'm gonna sow some zinnia. This is a zinnia mix. I'm not sure if it's time for turnips. I'll have to look it up. I might do those today. I'm gonna sow some strawflower, and I'm gonna sow some creeping zinnia, aka false zinnia. So those are the things we're going to get sowed and get under grow lights. For my zinnias, I've heard that they do better when they're germinated outside in the ground. I don't have my cut flower garden set up yet, so I'm going to try my luck at sowing them in a seed tray and just keeping them outdoors so that I don't have to, harden them off or anything. So that's what I'm gonna try for that. Hopefully it works out. We'll see. I need to make some potting mix because I don't have any ready, so I'll show you how I do that. I got my seed trays. I got a couple of different seed trays that I want to use. I wanted to just use these ones, but the cell trays are a little bit bigger. I can't fit as many as I would like. So for the zinnias, I'm gonna do a longer seed tray, and I'm gonna leave these for some other things. So let's get started. So I have my little hot mess over here, but I am going to use, I think I'm gonna use this one for onions, so we'll take that. I'm gonna be starting seeds on my, what is this, tote, because it'll be easy to clean. I can just pop off the top. Well, I usually start seeds here, but I have a whole bunch of stuff here that I don't feel like moving. It's really hot. Let me grab some gloves. Hopefully there's no spiders. I need to wash these. Put them on my little line over there. Do we have a matching pair? Okay, so what I use for seed starting mix is just peat moss and perlite. I do like 75% peat moss and then 25% perlite, I would say. It doesn't have to be, scientific or anything. Just whatever looks good to you, do. Okay? I should be wearing a mask. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and wet this because you don't want to breathe this stuff in. All right. Okay, and I usually moisten my seed starting mix before I put it in the trays. Okay, that looks just right. Not too wet, not too dry. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill this tray, and what I'm gonna do in this tray is onions. I probably should have cleaned this out, but we're not gonna do that today. So if you have any big, large pieces in your seed starting mix, just go ahead and take those out. I do see a couple of wood chunks in here. Okay. So let me know in the comments below what seeds you're starting. I am super curious to see what everyone's sowing for the fall. I'm so excited. Y'all are gonna get so much more content from me. This summer was it's just been really hot. And that's normal. But recent years, it's been super hot. Okay, so I just like to smooth it over, and then I'll go ahead and go in and give everything a nice push down just to get rid of any air pockets. And then I'll go, ooh, fire ant on me. Then I'll go back over top and just smooth that soil over. That's been kind of pushed up just to bring the soil level up a bit more. The soil kind of pushes up to the sides. I just go back over and smooth that soil into the trays just to give it some extra height, and then I'll sow my seedlings and then put some soil on top just so that the seedlings aren't too deep. So that looks about right. I'm gonna go ahead and sow 2 onion seedlings per cell, and that should do the trick. So these are the Texas Grano onions. I don't know if these are short day or long day. It doesn't say on the seed packet. And put one on either side so that they're easier to separate when it's time. And onion seeds, I've heard, don't really care about their roots being disrupted. I guess you don't have too much to worry about with onions. This will be my first year growing onions, so I am super excited. And I'm just gonna go, how am I gonna do this? Do this whole cell first, and then I'll move to the next side. These look like little lumps of coal. So hopefully y'all get the gist of what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna continue on. So I'm super excited about the cut flower garden. I'm kind of nervous, honestly. I don't know why. I did a small cut flower garden before, and I grew sunflowers, and they did just fine. They actually did really well, and I haven't grown sunflowers that good since. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. This is a little new venture for me, but I am going to put it in a different area. So I'm going to put it right along, right along like the garage, and see how that does. And I will put these inside under grow lights and let them grow until they're about 6 inches in height, and then I will transplant them out. And I'm thinking about growing these in 15 to 10 gallon grow bags, just so that I can move them around if I need to move them out of the sun, because it's gonna be pretty hot until we start hitting October actually. So we've still got a lot of heat, a few more weeks. So my little sprayer just exploded. That's how hot it is out here. Or maybe I pumped it up too much. I don't know. But that was my granny's. That was going to be my first time using that. Okay. We're just going to use my new watering can. This is such a good watering can, you guys. Like, I love it so much. The spray on it is so smooth. So yeah, let's use this. Take this little nozzle off, and I'm just gonna bottom water so that I don't disrupt my seedlings. We'll just place these right in here and give them time to soak up the water. And make sure you label your seedlings so you know what you sowed. All right, and the date. I don't even know what today's date is. I don't know, I'll figure it out later. We'll leave that empty. Pop that right in there and let it go. Okay, so what am I gonna sow next? I'm gonna go ahead and I already did those, so let me put these somewhere. Black-eyed Susan needs to be sown indoors. Strawflower, I think I'm gonna do those indoors. Creeping zinnia, I'm gonna do indoors because it's not a real zinnia. It's a cool weather flower. And turnips, I don't know. We'll see about turnips. So we're gonna go ahead and do some zinnias. I'm gonna do this mix, and then I'm gonna do some more of my scarlet zinnias. And then we'll do the rest of the other seedlings. Okay. And these are gonna be outside, so I'm just gonna rinse them quickly. And I'll probably do one flat of these zinnias. my last video, I sowed a whole bunch of seeds. No, I didn't do that on camera. I sowed all my flower seeds like like a week ago, and they're just disappeared. Like, I don't know where they're at. They are gone. I'm like, where are my seeds at? I had them all in one bag, and I can't find them, and I need the zinnias that I wanted to sow. I'm really sad. I don't know where they would have gone. I don't know if I left them outside, if I threw them away. I don't think I threw them away. Let me look in here one more time. I know I'm not tripping. Okay. No, 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 no. None of those, none of those. It's crazy. Where would they have gone? See, this type of stuff really bothers me, because now I'm gonna feel like I'm crazy and like I'm losing my mind. So the seeds are literally nowhere to be found. We're just gonna go ahead and sow a bunch of these zinnias, this mixed variety. It's like a polar bear, and I think it's canary yellow or something like that. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and do these real quick. Same process. Just cover all of these. And I'm gonna show you guys a little trick after I'm done putting the soil on top. It feels so good to be outside though. I've kind of been procrastinating about getting out here and sowing seeds because it is so hot, but as long as you're under shade, I guess it isn't too bad. It would be even better if you had a nice cool drink. So yeah, this feels really good. Okay, so here is the pro tip. If you have another seed tray the same size as the one you're using, just put another seed tray on top and press it down, and that will pack everything down at the same time. So all you have to do is go back in and sprinkle a little bit of soil on top, and you're good to go. So I think that saves you a ton of time from having to go back in and press everything down one by one. These zinnias are gonna stay outside. I'm gonna put them, I don't know if I'm gonna put them in direct sun just yet until they germinate, but they should germinate pretty quickly because it is very warm. I'm actually really enjoying filming a video like this because I don't do these too often. I don't really talk a ton in my videos, but this is nice. So, has everyone gotten their kids off to school? Are you getting back on regular scheduled programming? What is going on in your lives? My son is 4. He starts school on Monday. So we're not back into the school schedule yet, but I'm super excited too. So I'm just putting 1 seed per cell since I have a ton of cells here. And yeah, we're gonna do it that way so I don't have to thin everything out. But yeah, what was I saying? We're not back into the school schedule just yet, but I am excited for that because that gives me the opportunity to get into the garden a lot earlier. So yeah, that's exciting because then I'll be able to put out more content for you guys. Since school's been out, we've been waking up super late. We've been going to bed super late. and it just hasn't been a great schedule for gardening content because I'm not up early enough, and you know, gardening is something you want to do early. You want to enjoy it in the peace before everybody starts waking up and people's cars are going and you got planes going across the sky. You want to wake up early, drink your coffee, hear the birds. And so I'm excited for that. But seed sowing is definitely therapeutic to me. It used to be kind of like a pet peeve, not pet peeve, but kind of like, oh, I don't feel like sowing seeds. I don't know why. Maybe because I wasn't confident in my method. But now that I'm a few years in, I'm like, yes, let's do this. There we have it. We have all our seeds in. I'm just gonna lightly cover them with a little bit of soil, and then we will fill the bottom with water and let the water soak up so that our seedlings are safe. So today was actually an exciting day because I was asked to be featured in a Black Girls Gardening book. That's what it's called. And the book dropped today. And I wasn't expecting the book to drop until next year. So it's on pre-order on Amazon, and it's on the Barnes and Noble's site. So that's exciting. I'm featured in that video. In that book. And a lot of other well-known YouTubers in the gardening world are also in that book. So I'm excited to hear everyone's gardening stories and just kind of connect with gardeners, you know? So that's exciting. If y'all are interested in the book, make sure you check it out on Amazon. So yeah, that's the good news for today. A Black Girls Gardening book. Look how far we have come. So shout out to Amber. Shout outs to her for putting us on and giving us the opportunity to tell our stories. Okay, I think this looks good. The worst thing is sowing seeds and they're all at the top of the soil once you water them. So that's why it's good to bottom water so that the soil doesn't move around. So look at that spray on this. It is so smooth. It doesn't leak or anything. Okay. I'm gonna just move these over to this side. Oh no, there was water on that side too. Okay, and we're gonna let those soak up the water. They're already soaking it up pretty quick. And what is next? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sow some black-eyed Susan, some strawflower, and some creeping zinnia. And for these, I have 1, 2, 3. Creeping zinnia, I need at least 4 plants for my hanging basket, 3 or 4. Strawflower, I want a good amount of those. And black-eyed Susan, I don't need too many of those plants, so I can probably get away with one of these. I'll do all strawflower in one, and then I'll do black-eyed Susan and creeping Jenny in another, and I'll just do half and half. So we're gonna go ahead and, oh, this is so flimsy. I'm gonna move this down and let it continue to hydrate. And this is why I do not like these trays. Oh my gosh. Because they just are so flimsy. Okay. Clear this off. Okay, we're back. So now we can get both of these trays ready at the same time. Make this a little bit smoother, quicker. 1, 2. And these will be going indoors under grow lights. So I'm curious, what is your favorite growing season? I know everyone doesn't love the fall growing season, but I do. So the fall is definitely my favorite growing season, although I haven't grown many fall gardens. I've been gardening since 2020, and I've only really grown 2 actual fall gardens. And last year, I count last year because I did grow a few things and they did very well. But my second year gardening, I grew a fall garden and it was amazing. I had a ton of stuff. So I would say this will be my 3rd year growing a fall garden. Last year, I didn't get to grow much but greens and turnips, but it turned out good. So this year I'm gonna do a whole lot more vegetables and see how we do, because I really enjoy the fall season. Okay, so there we have it. These are full. We're gonna do our little trick. Press them down. Wow, look at that. Nice. And I'll take this other one and press it down. And then you can kind of pop it back up so the soil's not too compact. And we're ready to rock and roll. So in this first one, I'm going to do, did I even label? I didn't even label that other one. What did I even plant? Zinnias. I did zinnias. I almost forgot. See y'all? See what I be talking about? That's why you have to make your labels first, because you will forget. Trust me. Okay, so these are gonna be strawflower. Put that in now. The other one is going to be black-eyed Susan. Put that in now. And the last one is going to be zinnia creeping zinnia. Okay, creeping zinnia. My handwriting isn't the greatest, but that's okay. And then over there, I did a zinnia mix. Okay, polar bear zinnia mix. And that's it for now. So we're gonna do strawflower first. This is a mixed variety, and these are going inside with me. So I'm gonna do 2 seeds per cell. Ooh, these are tiny. I won't cover these very much. These are similar to like a lettuce seed. Hopefully we have good germination on these. I feel like strawflower could have been started outdoors, but the seeds are so tiny. I don't know if they would germinate well in my soil, because I'm gonna be putting compost down, and I don't know if they would germinate in compost, how small these are. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cover them. Give me a big thumbs up if you're enjoying this video, if you're enjoying hanging out with me, doing a little chatty chat. I love sowing seeds in these. If you're interested in anything that I'm using as far as seed starting, I'll have it linked below. I do have all the links to what I buy on Amazon so that y'all can find it in the description box. Okay, so there's one tray done. Let's move on to our creeping zinnia and black-eyed Susan. Zinnia creeping. And same for these. I'm gonna do 2 seedlings per cell because I need at least 3 to 4 plants for my hanging baskets. And I'll go ahead and show you guys what the seeds inside are looking like. So we'll go take a look at those so y'all can see the growth. And Black-Eyed Susan. Ooh, I am just a sweaty little gardener today. I think I'm most excited for these Black-Eyed Susan, and I know they're a common flower, but I've never grown them. And I'm just getting into, ooh, fire ants. I'm just getting into flowers. 2 per cell. I don't know if I'll separate these. I might experiment. And we'll see if we get any blooms this fall. Cross our fingers. Okay, so all of those are done. Ooh, I feel so good. And I'm just gonna cover these lightly with some soil. So if you don't know what body doubling is, it's where you have someone else with you when you're doing a task that you are procrastinating to do or you don't really like to do. You have someone else there to kind of keep you motivated and keep you distracted. So this is a good body doubling video if, you know, you need to get seeds started. Join me, do this with me, and we can get it done together. And that's what I like to do. Like when I'm into like minimalism and stuff like that, and they do a lot of body doubling in those types of videos on YouTube. And I'm like, that could be a great concept in the gardening world, because gardening can be, you know, it can be a little task. It can be hot out, it can be cold out, and you'd be like, I can't get out there today. But you can, girl, you can get out there. We out here, okay? We outside. Okay, so I'm finding a couple of wood chunks that I'm just tossing out as I go. Okay, and I think that is good on this cell tray. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same and bottom water and let the water soak up from the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let those sit until the water has absorbed, and then I'll pour the rest of the water off so that, you know, it's not sitting in water. And then we'll go ahead and put these under grow lights, and I'll show you the other seedlings in just a few. So once the water is soaked in, it should be nice and dark like this. And then you just pour the excess water off. So we're gonna take these on into the house and get them under grow lights. All right, Royal, so that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope that this was helpful. Give me a big thumbs up again if you like this type of content, more of like a regular, normal conversation talk through video. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Royals.